you ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon.
Welcome to the Roundtable, everybody. My name is Robert Bannon. You're listening to us on Broadway World or over here on the Broadway Podcast Network. And you know that we love Off-Broadway here on this show so much. It's where all the cool kids hang out. It's where they make the really good original art. You know what I'm saying? I love a movie musical, but, I want to see something original. Then you need to go downtown. And one of our favorite places to see musicals and to see plays is at the Vineyard. I love there's not a bad seat in the house. And some of the best theater that is made in New York City comes from the Vineyard. We're talking about Bull EP, which was a New York Times Critics pick, which, that is nothing to sneeze at, y'all. Some of the biggest musicals in the world don't get that. And we're really lucky to have one of the cast members here. I did spy on his Instagram. He sings, y'all. Singing. Playing like bass guitar. What does he not do? Oghenero Gbaje is here. I may have said it decently. Did I do okay?
You got the first one good. Bad J, but you're good. You're good, yeah. And Ogie is fine too, yeah.
Like a sheep, J.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I messed it up.
Someone's FaceTiming me.
No, you're fine. And then I messed it up. It might be on our end. We're unprofessional and messy. That's what I'm about. Oh, so congratulations. I mean it. You really are like critics pick, like go, go, go.
Thank you. This has been such a fun process. I've been doing theater since I was like 11. This is my favorite thing I've ever been a part of. Like hands down, without question.
How did it come to you? How did you become a
So it was interesting. A very good friend of mine, Ashton, who knows the playwright just from theater stuff, was like, hey, Ogie, there's this thing in the works. You should look into this. And I was like, oh, tight. So I sent my agents. I was like, hey, this looks really cool. And my agents were like, oh, we submitted you for this already. Because, it's very rare that skateboarding, rap, and theater come together. I rare as in I've never seen it before this. So, yeah. And I auditioned for it. And it was one of those things. I'm a very, I go off my gut in life. So once I read the script, I was like, oh, this is something that I'm going to be a part of and I need to be a part of. So it happened kind of organically, and yeah, it was cool. I'm just really happy to be a part of it.
You legitimately, your agent submitted, you got an audition and booked it.
Yeah, there were like maybe 2 or so rounds of callbacks, I think. And it's funny, it always cracks me up, like knowing the sides from when you get to the audition and then how that translates to actually being in the show later. And but it was cool. I felt from the audition itself, I felt so seen by the entire creative team. And also just like everyone was really fun to talk to. I was having fun, and it's been a while since I've had fun with theater. So yeah, that feels really good.
That's awesome. So I know a little bit about you. You must be a New Yorker because
I'm currently I'm from Flatbush, Brooklyn. Very proud to be.
Okay, Brooklyn in the house, y'all. Let's go. So you had gotten the bug to be an artist at a young age, because I see you've been acting in at this game for a minute.
Yeah, it was in the 6th grade is when I was intentionally like, oh, you can do this as a job? Yes, I would love to do this. This is great. Because I feel things very deeply. I've always been a really hard feeler. So I gravitated to performance and music and just things that I could express with. And theater just made sense to me. So yeah, I'm happy about that.
What month are you born? When is your birthday?
Oh, guess.
If you said you're a deep feeler, then I'm going to be like, he's going to be a Pisces. He's going to be a Scorpio. He's going to be
we're the underrated deep feelers, Capricorns. People don't think that we're deep feelers, but we are. We're very sensitive.
Very sensitive.
Yeah, I'm the December 28th is my birthday.
December 28th. All right, got it. You just the Sagittarius. Now, if you were Sag,
you're probably a different story.
Yeah. I'm married to a Sagittarius, and I'm a Scorpio. So I'm like, but I'm sad about it.
Yeah.
And he's like, get over it. It doesn't really matter.
You're fine.
That's what makes you a good actor, is all the feelings.
Mm-hmm.
What do you call yourself? Are you, because I joked, I wasn't joking. You really can sing your face off, and you make music, you play music, and you rap music. Like you have a whole other, you're an actor.
Yeah.
And like, what are you?
I'm multi-hyphenate deliberately. I feel like there was a while, because I went to school for theater, but music has been something that's just always been a part of my life as far back as I can remember. So there was a while, because I went to school for it, I was like, oh, I gotta pick one, and you don't. So I'm very much, I'm both. And an actor and a musician, but also I just create things. So whatever that means, I think I have like an inherent need to make things. So I find a way to do it even if I don't know how. Like with music stuff, I taught myself how to produce from like YouTube and friends who know how to do it already. And like, I don't read music, so all of the instruments I play are pretty much, I have to just figure it out by ear. I understand theory from like, because theory is just like notating what already exists anyway. But like, I don't know it from studying it. I know it from, oh, that's what that thing that I hear is called. Like, I just love making stuff. So yeah.
See, I wish I didn't have such bad ADD, because during the COVID, I bought the recording equipment and I thought I was going to become like, I'm going to do a whole album by myself. And after like 6 minutes of a YouTube video, I was like, oh, hell no. I don't have the patience for this.
It's funny. I think the ADHD is what gave me the superpowers to do it. Because like when it's stuff that I don't care about, like it's math or something, but if it's something I'm interested in, and especially things like music and like, yeah, there's so much going on that it keeps my brain occupied and I'm having a good time. So it took a couple of years to learn how to like really put something together, but I did it. So it's cool.
Everybody follow him on social media. The links are going to be below us so you can see the music and hear the music.
Album.
Yes, and listen to the music. Listen to the music. All that information is there. So what can you say about Nazareth Hassan and working on this as the writer? Someone that's a writer and a director, and then Free Fool, who made the music for this piece. Is this do you call it a musical?
So no, I think it's so unique. It's kind of hard to place what this is. I would say it's a play, but also it's an experience. It's an experience. That's the best way I think to sum up all that this is, because it's different. It's so different than anything I've been involved in. And from day one, Nazareth, the playwright and director, just from the audition process, I was like, oh, there's something special here. And specifically because they had such a caring way of going about the whole process. Like from day one, even from the audition, our mental well-being, our physical well-being as the performers was paramount. Like that was the first thing that was like, yeah, that was the most important thing. Like starting an audition with like, how are you feeling today? It's like, oh my gosh, you care? Thank you. But Naz is one of my favorite directors I've worked with ever. Because of that, I think it's, especially in an industry like this, it can be difficult to curate a good group of people who, one, care about the work, but also care about each other. Because you know how the industry can be, the egos and this and that or whatever. But I think Naz set the tone very, very well from the beginning. And I've just been having a great time with everyone. Like the cast, the crew, the creative team, everybody. But Naz has such a patient way of working with us as actors, and theater doesn't always feel collaborative, but this has felt like our input not only mattered but was sought after. Like Naz cared about what we had to, like what we were bringing to it, and allowed us the space to make these characters our own, which is like, that's incredible. That's all you could wish for in theater like this. Yeah.
You alluded to the idea that at some point you may have not fallen, I don't want to say fallen out of love with
theater. No, I was upset with theater for a while. Yeah. No, yeah, very much. Because I went to school for theater and I've been doing it for a while, and I felt like there wasn't necessarily a place for me all the time. I think Black people in general, but like Black people in theater, like it's this interesting thing where people want us to present a specific way. People want us to do a specific thing, and also want us to tell these stories of tragedy, of like how hard it is being a Black person in this country. While that is true, and yes, it's important to have shows like this, I think something like Bowl, where the focus of it is not that, it's a love story. That's actually not all really that at all, which is great, and I love that. But I was having trouble because I can do a lot of things, but people in my whole life, people haven't not really known where to place me. Which is great because that allows me to do whatever I do, but it is hard still being like noticed in that way. So because I have all of these talents that don't necessarily go together, I had to find ways personally of making that, hence me making my album, me just creating things. And I feel like when you continue to honor yourself in that way, you meet the people who will help you do that in other ways too. So it's not just you doing all this stuff, but yeah. And you mentioned Judah earlier too, the Free Fool. The person who did the lyrics and like the music for this, Judah's so cool. Oh my gosh, working with, I was like, I've been talking for years about wanting to be a part of a play that has music in it that isn't musical theater necessarily, but also is rap and isn't like Hamilton. Like this is like, I could bump this going down that like it's rap that feels really authentic, and I appreciate that. And when I read the script, even just reading the lyrics, what I did when I first read the script was I had like some beats playing just in the background. So as I read it, I could kind of like see how the flow would feel. But working with Judah was great because Judah's from Atlanta. The way that he rhymes words is different than like me being from New York is used to, and how words fit together. And this kind of opened up my mind in a way that was really fun because I'm like, oh, there are different things you can do here. And also Judah made it a point to be like, hey, these characters are coming up with these lyrics. Yes, I wrote them, but you have to find a way to make it your own, and gave us the freedom to do that. And I'm just so grateful. And also just meeting cool people is always so nice.
Absolutely. That's what makes the world. I just was telling my cousin today, connecting with people that have the same ideas and expect, like that's what makes the world go around, truly.
Yeah.
You bring up a good point. I have had a lot of conversations in the queer community about art that is for the LGBT community, and it's always like the traumatic coming out saga stories.
Mm-hmm.
You know, married to a Black man here and now living in Detroit for the past 10 months with my Detroit family, you know, Black joy and magic is real, but a lot of the time artists and actors have to tell these terribly sad, horrible stories that are not really for the Black community. Therefore, you get to tell the story. Because when I'm hanging out with my family here, they're not. This is not the energy and the vibe. So you feel there's an authenticness to this piece that you have not always seen.
Yeah, and I think it's the play is it's so fascinating to me because on paper it's like, whoa, they're skateboarding, they're rapping on stage, but like the heart of this is a love story. And I think I love people coming in expecting one thing and leaving. I don't think anyone has seen this show and could tell what was going to happen. I think that's a safe bet to make. I think whatever you come into expecting from the show is going to be different. And what I love about it too is, the center of that is a love story. Like the center of that is these two young people trying to figure out how to be with each other. How strange can I be around you and you're still here? How much of me are you willing to accept? The scary parts, the fun parts, all of the parts. And I think universally that is a message that anybody, no matter what your orientation, your gender expression, like whatever, I think we can all see that. We all, like, I hear after the show getting to speak to people and like, I've been this person, I know this person reminds me of this, that, or like, that is such a special thing. And I'm just really grateful to be able to tell this story. And
what's it like? Yeah, what's it like to work with your counterpart, with Felicia, on this, and it's not a bit. You're not 40 people up on this stage. Like,
there are three of us. I mean, it's the end of the. I'm like, oh, I'm spoiling stuff, but also like, people have seen the show. So it's me, Essence, and Felicia, and the majority of the play is me and Essence skateboarding and trying to figure out how we feel about each other. And Felicia comes in at the end as just something brilliant. But I'm gonna start with Essence because that's the majority of the play. From day one, again, like me meeting Essence, she was so just real and genuine and authentic in a way that I resonated with. And it was clear that we would have a really good like this relationship between the two of us. And I admire Essence's patience. She takes her time with things. Like when we ask her a question, she'll take her time to figure out how she feels about it. I think we all have the impulse sometimes to be like, oh, that's what I'm saying. But like, she's just fun to be on stage with. We're at a point now where we're just kind of messing around with each other on stage. Like, yes, the lines and the work are there, but we're so lived in it at this point. We just get to go out there and have fun. And also Kalanji, who's understudying both me and Felicia. So Lemon Pepper Wings and Quentavius. Kalanji from day one too has just been so on it and so detailed and just fun to be around. And he brings something so special to this project too. And also I forgot to mention this. Rare, like this whole show is rare, but like before we even started with the script, we had just a week of skateboarding rehearsals. So like they had us at Substance Skate Park and Owl's Head learning stuff, and they brought on somebody, Fahim Allah, who is incredible to teach us, right? So it's like, how are we going to do these things? I've been skateboarding since I was like 7, so like I'm comfortable on a board, but I'm from Brooklyn. We street skate. Like I'm dodging cars and stuff. Like I'm not used to being in like bowls and skating like that. But Fahim taught us so well. All three, me, Essence, and Kalanji. Because Felicia doesn't skate in this, but oh my gosh, does she do something wonderful? I'll get to that. But yeah, the cast, the ensemble, everybody is just really patient and caring with each other. And I just appreciate that. That's a really nice work environment.
Yes, I love that so much. Shout out to the Vineyard for doing this show.
Yeah.
Shout out for doing and changing the entire layout of the theater. I hear that it's like in the round.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we're obviously theater. We used to sit like the proscenium. The audience is here. The stage is there. Or I guess that makes more sense, right? But this is in the round. Not only is it in the round, but they literally built an entire pool inside of the Vineyard space. So it's 2 layers, really. It's like the bottom floor is all the guts and stuff, and then from the audience, you can't see all the guts and stuff, but you're sitting around. It's like looking into a skate park. And that's crazy. Like, what if you told me at like 11 that I would be doing this one day? I'd be like, no way. How is that even possible? But like, shout out to the creative team, because like that's just the bowl too. Like the sound, the lighting, everything is so specific and so real, and I love that. And yeah,
well, that is what makes the Vineyard so great, is that they give the opportunity for these shows, and then you guys come out here and hit this out of the park and literally, kill it when it comes to all of the critics and the reviews and all of that stuff. There's very limited tickets available. The show is
which is nice.
Selling them out. You literally are selling them out. What I like about it is talk about accessibility. You can go see a show here and not have to pay the prices that some other shows charge. The Vineyard takes really good effort to have special nights. I know you had a lot of special nights, talkback nights, a lot of people. What was it like to get the reaction from the audience?
It's just been so much fun, because every show is a little different because of just the nature of what we're doing. You can't really plan too much for skateboarding. Like, things happen, people fall, you don't always land tricks, whatever. But also, just depending on who's in the audience, what resonates in the play is kind of like heightened in different ways. And I love the feedback we've been getting. Not necessarily that, I love it, which is feedback we have been getting, but hearing people speak about their experiences that relate to this play. I have to go back to Felicia. Felicia plays Lemon Pepper Wings, who is Quentavius's inner demon, and has just this incredible monologue at the end of the play. And the way watching her break that down in rehearsals was just like watching a master at work. Like she's incredible. But specifically, her role in the play brings out some, because she's interacting with the audience. She's speaking to people directly, and we're close. It's a really thin gate between us and the audience. So, like, she's really in their faces and speaking about these things that can be difficult to speak about, very, very difficult to speak about, but they're real. And I think that's theater's purpose, right? Like, yes, we go to be entertained, but like, we as humans have a need to storytell, to explain these things that we feel, and just the play lends itself to that so well. And it's absurd as theater too. So like, we're saying and doing kind of wild and raunchy things, so much drug use, so many just like there's a lot of crazy stuff happening. But what I love is how much is being said without having to say it in this. And I think that's what translates the most. Hearing people after the show like tell us that their favorite part was just watching how we interact with each other. And there's a lot of silence in the play. There's a lot of skating in the play that takes place of the silence. And like, it's really nice to know that you can say a lot without having to speak. And Naz made that a very, very clear point in the beginning of the process, that like, I want this to feel real. And we just gave us the space to do that. And that's so tight. And I love it.
I need people to check this out. I need people to go.
It's pretty crazy.
You only have till the 22nd, so you better grab a ticket. So then for you, are you continuing to make music, continuing to audition? We're going to work.
I was literally doing that before we come on here. So I'm always making things. I think I had to take a little time to focus on the play, but knowing that that's coming to an end soon, I've been kind of back at it. I have an album called Level 1 out on all streaming stuff under my name, Ogie. But I'm working on Level 2 now, and all of my albums as of right now will kind of follow the 1, 2, 3 until I decide to do something different. But Yeah. And what I forgot to mention this, but the music in this play, oh my gosh, it's made me a better performer. It's made me a better rapper too, just because it's like having to do this and getting this in your bones to the point where you don't have to really think about it anymore is so great. And like, I'm excited to work on, like, hearing the music from this play has made me like, okay, what can I do like that feels like this? Or what can I take from this that will make different things? And like, yeah, even getting a chance to work with Judah, there's a track that I have on my next album that I asked Judah to be a part of too, which is really great. And I just love it. I love it. But yeah, I'm always working on stuff. I no dates as of yet, but keep it posted. Keep it
well, your social media, we just followed here at the show, but your social media, look below us. Make sure you follow the links in the bio. Not only buy tickets, but also to follow Ogie so you can stay up to date. And then you're going to stream his music. Go see the show. Because the whole experience, the whole 360 artistic experience.
Literally 360, yeah.
Is in 360. Go see the show. I love talking to you. Your energy is infectious. You're a superstar. I know that the best is yet to come. You've only just begun, and we're here for it. We're going to be riding with you and seeing whatever's coming your way, and we're really excited for you. Let's go.
Thank you so much, and thanks for speaking to me. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Ogie's going to be over there in Bowley P over at the Vineyard. Go downtown, grab some dinner, have a drink, go see a great show, hang out. That's what it's all about, and we look forward to what's next. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.